boy slaps a woman and walks away. A girl standing nearby says, "Who was that who slapped our officer and left?" Then the girl runs after him. The officer then says to the bodyguard, "What are you looking at? Catch him." The bodyguard also chases after him. Then another girl comes to the officer and says, "The boy who slapped you was my husband, and I asked him to slap you." The officer says, "How dare you?" The girl replies, "I did it out of compulsion." The officer says, "Do you know who I am? I am a very high-ranking officer. I can do anything to you." The girl says, "The manager girl who works for you had poisoned that water." The officer replies, "You are wrong. You are blaming her, and I trust her." The girl says, "I saw it with my own eyes and also recorded a video." Then the girl starts showing the video to the officer. In the video, the manager is saying to the bodyguard, "This new officer neither takes bribes nor allows others to take them." The bodyguard says, "We should get rid of her. The previous officer was much better. Now we can't even pay our children's fees." The manager says, "Today, I will plan everything." The bodyguard asks, "What kind of plan?" Then the manager takes a poisonous pill out of her pocket. At that moment, the girl is watching. The manager girl says, "I will mix this pill in the water bottle." The bodyguard says, "If they find out, then..." The manager girl interrupts, "No one will find out. You just open the bottle cap." The bodyguard opens the cap, and the manager girl mixes the pill into the bottle. She tells the bodyguard, "You have to make the officer drink this water." Then this girl and her husband had devised this plan. The girl says to the officer, "That's why we made this plan." The officer says, "I couldn't believe it. They both wanted to kill me." The girl says, "Because of your honesty, they wanted to remove you from the way. Please forgive us, and don't drink this water." As the girl is about to leave, the officer stops her and says, "I will only forgive you if you do something for me." The girl asks, "What work?" Then the manager girl and the bodyguard arrive. The manager says, "He escaped from us." The officer says, "Okay, let him go. You both must be tired. Drink this water." The manager girl says, No, we don't want to drink water." The officer says, "You must be very thirsty and it's very hot. Drink this water." The bodyguard says, "We can't drink from your bottle." The officer says, "You won't drink from my bottle because my bottle contains poison." The manager girl says, "Tell us who poisoned your bottle. We will catch them." The officer says, "You both poisoned this water and wanted to kill me." The manager girl says, "You are our officer, but someone must have misled you." The officer says, "I know everything now. You both wanted to kill me." The manager girl says, "We did it intentionally, but you have no proof." The officer says, "I have all the evidence. Look ahead." When they look, they see the girl recording a video. The manager girl says, "Forgive us. We made a huge mistake. It won't happen again." The officer says, "I cannot forgive you. I will send you both to jail. You will spend your whole life in prison." The manager girl says, "Give us one last chance. It won't happen again." The officer says, "I cannot forgive you because you tried to take my life. The police are about to arrive." Then the officer leaves. This officer deserves a like for removing the corrupt people from her company.